When I returned from the war, my family exclaimed, "You survived." I placed my military hat on the counter, confused. "Yes, I've been due to come home for months." My mom stumbled back. My dad held my sister's hand while her face went ghost white. I locked eyes with each of them, and that's when I saw it. Disappointment, clear as day. I was just about to surprise them with my promotion bonus when my dad butted in. "Son, maybe you should extend your deployment." All of their heads turned up in anticipation. "I can't," I said. "I was exposed to the burn pit. It gave me a rare form of cancer. I only have 8 months left to live." As soon as the lie left my lips, I watched their reaction like a hawk. For a split second, I caught the sight of a smirk on every single one of their faces. That night, I pretended to sleep on the couch. From the kitchen, Mom, Dad, Cecilia, and her boyfriend Pender were talking. "His insurance pays out $400,000 when he goes," Mom said. "Pender, you can finally start your business." I smiled silently. I'd heard dozens of horror stories in the military. The best revenge was feeding into their delusions and letting them destroy themselves. Over the next few days, I played my part perfectly. I'd stumble into walls. I'd cough blood into tissues. That's when Dad's eyes lit up. "Actually, son, could you sign something for us?" "Just family paperwork." I pretended my hands were too weak to read it properly, but it was a $100,000 loan against my life insurance policy. "Whatever helps the family, Dad." What they didn't realize was they just committed a federal crime. Pender quit his job. Why work when we're rich in 5 months? Cecilia dropped out of college in her final semester, forfeiting $60,000 in tuition. Dad cashed out his entire 401k, losing $80,000. That night, I heard them on a conference call with a loan shark. The insurance pays out in 2 months maximum. My life had been reduced to collateral. The next morning, Mom handed me coffee with shaking hands. It tasted bitter. Wrong. I poured it out later. The residue at the bottom looked grainy. They were trying to speed things up. I called my army buddy Tristan and told him everything. "Document everything," he said. Then I walked into the police station and told Detective Morris. He said I'd need to wear a wire. Every day they thought I was at treatment. I was living my actual life in the downtown penthouse I'd already furnished with my bonus. I scheduled a family meeting for Sunday with a hospice social worker present. They had no idea the funeral they'd planned wasn't mine. It was theirs. Sunday at 2 o'clock, Margaret, the hospice worker, arrived and started asking questions. My family talked over each other about how devoted they were. At 2:15, the doorbell rang again. "I'm Evelyn from the insurance company." I saw the color drain from Dad's face. Evelyn pulled out documents. "I need to discuss some irregularities." Dad tried to act calm. Then Cecilia blurted out, "He had to do it because we needed the money and he's dying anyway." The room went silent. Pender, drunk since morning, started laughing and listing everything they'd bought, describing their plans for after I was gone like I wasn't sitting right there. Marguerite asked Mom about my medications. Mom got defensive. "I was just trying to help him rest. I'd been putting something in his coffee to help him sleep." Margaret's face went completely still. The front door opened. Detective Morris walked in with 3 uniformed officers. "We're investigating insurance fraud, identity theft, and attempted poisoning." Cecilia looked at me, and I saw the exact moment she understood. Her shock turned to hate. At 2:30, a black SUV pulled up. 2 men in expensive suits got out. The officers intercepted them, and within seconds, one was handcuffed. The loan sharks Dad owed money to were being arrested right there. Mom was booked on attempted poisoning charges. Judge denied bail. Dad got charged with insurance fraud. Cecilia and Pender got conspiracy charges. The insurance company offered a settlement, $40,000 paid back for my false statements, plus my cooperation testifying against Dad. I signed. 3 months later, I'd settled into what passed for normal. Therapy twice a week. Part-time job at a veteran support center. I wasn't happy exactly, but I was safe. And they were exactly where they put themselves.